The adoption of AI into changing how we live, how we work, and what we do is faster than any other technology event in the history of humankind. And that rapid change in the introduction of this technology, in changing the way business is done, creates a tremendous challenge for cybersecurity experts and cybersecurity specialists that are focused on protecting the infrastructure and protecting the data of customers. This event is unprecedented in human history. We've never had this rate of adoption for any technology introduced in the history of humankind. So it's unprecedented. And what typically happens when technology changes as fast as it's changed and the adoption is as fast as it is people predict the negative impact of that technology introduction without considering the upside potential of the benefits that come with that technology. So historically, we have something called the pessimist archive. And it's a list of about a dozen or more events in history for the last several hundred years of where technology has fundamentally changed the way we work and the way we live. And it turns out when every instance of this technology is introduced, people typically look at the downside, negative consequences of the introduction of the technology without thinking about the potential benefit. So a case in the 1810, the Luddites rejected the introduction of the loom in the textile industry. Now, it turns out the loom ended up doubling the size of business that the textile industry produced and actually created jobs. But the Luddites were fighting it for years, anticipating their jobs would be eliminated. In 1890, the bicycle was invented. There were people that thought that women would have disfigured faces from the contortions that they'd have to do to pedal a bicycle. Absurd. And many of you remember when you first started using smartphones that you were warned not to keep it close to your head because of radioactive exposure. All of these situations are looking at the downside negative impact of the introduction of the technology without considering the upside benefit. There's actually a study McKinsey produced anticipating over the next 5 years that the benefits of the use of AI are going to far outweigh the job displacement that's going to come from changing the way we work. So history helps us understand how to manage this rapid adoption of a brand new technology in AI in changing the way we do things. If you're interested in finding that, I'm Jim Routh, and this is the Routh Report. And we'll answer those questions for you.